Welcome to Winners on a Wednesday. Great to have you here. You know, I always say that if you become successful or become financially free, please tell me, because I'd love to interview you on Winners on a Wednesday and inspire other people. A lot of people hide away and they don't want to come on the show. And Abby, she's on the academy, and I bumped into her at one of the academy social dinners that we had. And I found out that she's a secret financially free property entrepreneur. So I finally managed to persuade her to come out, share her story of persistence, education, hard work, and now she's financially free. So Abby, welcome to Winners on a Wednesday.
Thank you.
I had to really fight to get you here.
Yes, you did.
Tell me why. Tell me what's going on. What happened?
Just because I felt I needed to make a certain amount more than I was earning like as a dentist, and I thought, yeah, if I can do maybe double what I was earning, then I can tell people my story. So yeah, that's just why I was like, no, I'm not ready and stuff, and I felt I'd not done enough. So yeah.
But you've done quite a bit. Yeah. How many deals have you got?
4 altogether. Yeah, I'm working on a 5th one. Yeah.
Working on a 5th.
Yeah.
So currently, and we'll go in later to the deals. What are the deals? What do they consist of?
2 multi-lets, 2 service apartments.
So 2 properties that you own.
Yes.
And then 2 properties where they're rent to rents.
Yes.
And you're making a total profit altogether on the HMOs of how much?
Total, let's say 915.
About 1,500.
Yes.
And then the serviced apartments?
Yeah, it fluctuates between, it depends, quiet seasons like 500 per each property. And now it's picking up, it's about 1K-ish.
So you're probably on about altogether about £3,000 a month?
Yes, or slightly more, yeah.
Or slightly more. But that's a good achievement. That's, I mean, I know for you wanted to hit a certain target before you told people. But what did I say to you over that dinner? Yeah,
you said I'm robbing people of the opportunity to do the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So awesome, great. Thank you for agreeing to come to the offices and share the story. So talk to me about your background and why you chose to get into property.
Well, I've been a dentist. Well, I qualified 2003 in Nigeria, then requalified here in England 2006, and I've worked as a dentist since then. Initially just as a private dentist, then mixed NHS, and then I furthered my education and started doing more streamlined dentistry, like that do root canals. So anyway, the more I did it, I enjoyed it, but I just felt, I can't do this for the rest of my life. Yeah. I know when I and my husband just got married, we used to talk about, oh, property is the way to go. My mom has got a few properties and she literally lives off them. So my younger sister, she told me about, oh, have I listened to all these property books? I should go listen to Read Dad, Poor Dad. And then when I listened to it, it's like the scales fell off my eyes, and I was like, seriously, I've been slaving away, literally, not doing much with the money I was getting. And yeah, I just said, okay, let's try this. And immediately changed the way I was renting out my first property.
Because you came, when did you come to the crash course?
I think November. Yeah,
November 2018.
Yeah.
So back end of last year, and we did a piece on HMOs.
Yes, yeah.
And you did something extraordinary. Yeah. And what you did is the reason I really wanted you on the show. Yeah. What did you do with your property?
Well, I just changed the way I rented it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So you had so you owned one property. Yeah. Did you live in it?
No, we're not living in it. We used to live in it.
So you were like an accidental landlady.
Yes, yeah.
So you bought a house to live in it, changed your circumstances, moved out, rented it out, but then on the crash course, you were thinking, I could use that as a HMO. So how much rent were you getting and how much are you getting now? Then
I was getting £700 rent.
Where is it?
That's in Yorkshire, Rotherham.
Okay, Rotherham.
Barnsley.
That's quite a lot of rent, really.
Yeah,
Rotherham. For Rotherham.
Barnsley, yeah.
Okay, so you're getting 700.
Yeah.
And then after the crash course, when you changed the setup, how much did you start getting rent?
Yeah, that's when I started getting like 1K, between 900, 1K, it just depends because.
And that's profit.
Times, yeah. That's.
So how much was the total rent?
I'll just calculate. One is 400. That's 800. Then that's 105 or 50. That's 900. Yeah, so 1,900.
So you went from £700 rent to 1,900, but then of course you got a lot of bills.
Yes, yes.
But your profit went from 7 to 9 to 910.
That 700 wasn't my profit. It was the rent, and I still needed to pay the mortgage.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was less than that.
How much was the profit?
So probably the mortgage was then it was 267. So yeah, so the profit was probably like what, 300. So probably 400 and something.
So you more than doubled your profit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, it is.
And how did that make you feel?
Yeah, great. Yeah, obviously it's been a learning curve, you know, with dealing with tenants and all that. But I've got a company that manages them now, so I'm not too involved like I was at the beginning. So yeah, it makes me feel like worth it, you know, because initially, you know, going for these property courses, you know, you go and people make you feel very bad about it. I hope you're making the right decision and stuff like that, you know. So yeah.
Oh, you mean like family and friends?
Yeah, family and friends. You hear all sorts, you know. People bring you down for it, you know, like you're wasting money and stuff like that. Yeah, so it made me feel very good. And I thank my sister for like introducing me to the property journey.
How did you hear about me?
My colleague in Barnsley, a dentist as well, he saw I liked a few property pages on Facebook, and he contacted me that have I heard of Samuel Leeds? So he's a friend of Martin Wong. Martin is from a patient, became a friend.
Yeah.
So he then said, oh, a friend of his told him about Samuel Leeds, and I checked on you, Googled, checked the reviews, and I was like, how did I not hear about you before? You know, check the crash courses. He sent me the link for the crash course.
Martin?
No, not Martin, William.
William? Yeah. We have to thank William and Martin. Yeah,
so he sent me the link for the crash course that he was going to be in the Manchester one, and I booked myself into that and forwarded the link to a few of my other friends that are also doctors, and we all met at the crash course, and it was fantastic.
And did they all love it as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the crash course is mind-blowing, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter how fun it is. The bottom line is, it was the crash course that took you from making 400 a month profit to £900 a month profit off the same house, which is awesome. So after that, you then went on to the academy.
Yes.
And you've since done 3 deals. Yeah. I know you're a big believer in hard work and persistence. It's not been an easy road.
No, definitely not.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so the one I struggled to learn about the most was the serviced apartments.
Yeah.
Obviously with multi-let HMO, you know, it's quite easy. You know, the tenants are there for at least 6 months, and if you do your vetting process properly, you get good tenants. So I've had the odd tenants, you know, that made life hell, and I'm like, oh my word, you know, why did I do this? But yeah, it soon turns around with persistence. So with the serviced apartment, it wasn't as easy as just getting the serviced apartment, loading it on the website, and then it's all rose. There's a lot to learn, and I think property has taken over my life. I'm beginning to outsource a bit at a time now, but initially I just wanted to learn, you know, and do all I needed to do to get them success.
A strategy like rent to serviced accommodation, unless you have really good systems, it's not passive.
No, it's not. It's very much active.
It can be massive. But it's not passive.
No.
And I personally think, though, Abby, that you shouldn't outsource stuff that you have no idea about yourself.
Definitely. That's why I didn't just give it to a management company straight away. I wanted to know how the process worked. So that way...
Because in your hard work, it was actually education.
Yes, it was.
Because you were doing education with me on the academy, but then you were also... It's almost like you want to be doing the practical and the theory at the same time to get the full learning.
Yeah, definitely. That's why we pay for the education to get the most of it.
Are you still a dentist?
No.
You quit?
When
did you quit?
End of March this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
And is that because of property that you've been able to do that?
Because obviously, if I didn't have the money, I couldn't have been able to just quit like that. So,
What does your husband think of that?
Well, he thought I was crazy. And
You thought you were crazy.
Yeah, initially thought, oh yeah, I'll be going back and all that stuff. But I have like an ongoing health issue, getting better. But the fact that, you know, I couldn't really work, you know, property made it possible for us to like continue like with the bills, our lifestyle and stuff like that.
What, you had a health issue that was potentially going to affect your work?
Yeah, not potentially, it was affecting my work. So I had like this constant pain, so I wasn't being able to do the most that I could do at work. So and I just knew that my expiry date was getting closer, sort of, for the job. So I really ramped up, you know, the property searches and stuff like that, just to
really
be able
inspiring.
to,
You know what? That's so inspiring, because I mean, and this is why I said you needed to come on the show, because there's other people out there that might have the same issues. You had a physical, you're in pain.
Yeah.
You had friends and family that were telling you were crazy, even your husband.
Yes. Don't tell him I said that.
You didn't have like a massive pot of money.
No, definitely not a massive pot. Yeah.
You had a small bit of a little bit of money, but not a lot, and you chose to put that into education. People, no wonder people said you were crazy.
Yeah, well.
You know, you're physically not able to continue the job anymore, and you've got a little bit of money and you choose to go spend that on education. People think that's crazy.
About what you get from the education and the people, you know, before I got into the academy, you know, it was so lonely, you know, no one to talk to, literally, you know, it's all well and good to go on Facebook groups, get you know, put your stuff in, but, you know, there was no connection to anyone, and I just felt like, you know, I was lost, you know. But with the academy, you know, I've got new friends. My husband says, oh yeah, are these your property friends? You know, like, you know, he's here to meet them and stuff like that. But, you know, it's a whole new one. They just make you feel so welcome. There's no problem that I would have that someone else has not experienced.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic. The academy guys are just fantastic. The knowledge, is.
I'm glad I hunted you down.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hide.
Escape.
Because when you came to the dinner though, you were so trying to hide.
Yes, I was the last to speak, I think. I waited for everyone, thinking, oh yes, something else will come to distract from the fact that I've not said anything, but yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, Abby, have you done any deals? And you're like,
yeah.
How many? 4, wheel clap, you know, and then I'm thinking, awesome, I'm so having you down on the show. Talk to me about some of the lessons then that you've learned in achieving what you've achieved.
Yeah, that persistence pays, and just constant education, because everything, it's, you know, the business evolves every day, people bring new stuff, you know, so it's just to continually educate yourself and continually improve, you know. Don't quit at the first sign of, you know, a lot of people are quitting, so just be persistent, because if you went through uni like most people did, it wasn't easy, so why would anybody think, you know, property is easy? So just keep at it, surround yourself with positive people, and
Yeah, I love that, because the thing is, that's so true. When you go to school or uni, I see people, you know, at uni, and they're slogging their guts out, and they're staying up till 2 a.m. studying, whereas then people think property, it will just, no.
Just click, and no.
And the academy is not a magic wand.
No, it's not. You have to, as you always say, take action. Yeah,
I think the 4 things that I say you need, and you've picked up on a couple of them: education, knowledge, get the right tools, because if you were taking action without the knowledge, you're screwed. Education, action, persistence, and belief.
Belief, yes. Belief, definitely.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, no, because if you don't believe you can do it, you know, it's quite easy to just be dissuaded, you know, for you to be talked out of it. Because I remember even, you know, a few friends, you know, they were like, oh, are you sure you're not going to go back to work? I'm like, no, I'm on the path, and, you know, I'm almost there, you know. I had to downsize a bit, you know, to be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. But yeah, I was able to do it, and and I still feel I'm not there yet. I'm still just, I've still got a lot to do, but I believe,
When will it be enough? When will you say,
when is it ever enough?
I've arrived?
When is it ever enough? I don't know if there's that point, because I'm a very driven person. I like putting my best in. I keep setting the target, so I don't think there'll be a point that I can say, yes, this Is it? Yeah, it's giving me the opportunity to be with the kids, help my husband, help with things I couldn't do. So yeah, I'll keep stretching myself, you know, as much as I can.
And it's also
yeah.
giving you not only a lot more time, but the money. I know you've recently set up a new business.
No, the business is not a new one. It's been there for a while. It's just been running in the background, but now I'm just able to face it.
And what's the business?
Amazon business. We sell on Amazon.
And you love that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I know you're so passionate about that.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, until you're financially free, sometimes financial freedom through property is a vehicle, and it can give you the time to then go and explore other things.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been fantastic, you know, that we have the opportunity that we have, you know, to do the things we love, because obviously I love the property and I also love Amazon. I love both so much, you know, it's passion that I've got. So yeah.
Talk to me about property-wise. What's next?
Well, now I've been doing a few viewings.
Is your 5th deal? Is that also a rent to rent?
5th deal, no. Now it's buy refurbish.
Oh wow! So you're gonna have a full flush.
Yeah. Because it's good to, you know, spread your risk.
Where do you get the money from to do all these deals?
You take one to the other. You know, you just keep. It's just moving from one to the other.
Recycling the cash.
Yeah, recycling it. You know, there's no point binging on it. You know.
Because you refinanced one of your houses, right?
Yes, I did to get.
Am I right in thinking that you had a little house that you're renting out? Yeah. You were making a few £100 a month. Yeah. You came on the crash course. Yeah. You refinanced it. Yeah. You bought another HMO. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you turned that into a HMO.
Yeah.
So the one house that was giving you £300 or £400 a month, suddenly you've now, from that house, you've now got 2 houses giving you £1,500 a month. Yeah. Profit.
Yeah. And then obviously the money to set up the SAs and stuff like
from
that.
From the refinance?
It's, from the rents that I was getting that I used. So when the first SA started making profit, then I got the second one. And the second one, was pretty much...
So with the money that you're making, what, you're putting it aside?
I'm putting it aside. I also borrowed quite a lot.
Talk to me about your husband. At first he thought you were a bit crazy.
Yes, he still thinks I am.
He still thinks you're crazy. But he's like an accountant, quite a diligent numbers kind of guy. He helps you a lot on the business now. He goes over the properties.
Of course he goes.
How important is it to have, because I know he thinks you're a bit crazy. I know some of your friends have tried to pull you back, but how important is it to have people in your life that are supportive?
It's very, very, very important, because obviously it affects your mindset as well if you don't have those people that support you. My husband may say, but I know when push comes to shove, he's always there for me. He's got my back either ways. So
that's really important.
It's very, very important.
And then you've got your academy family.
Yes, exactly. They are, you know, my friends. So many of them. Remy, Inse. There are so many. I met Chris. I think I and Chris were in the same. Is it crash course now or DFE or both, you know, so because we're doing our searches together. So I've just met lovely, fantastic people, you know, that are always so happy. Even when I'm down, I've had enough, you know, they're there, you just pick up the phone, there's someone to inspire you, and like, we did that. It happened to us a few months ago, and then you're like, so it's not just you. And then you go past it, you know, and then you hit the next high, like, this has happened, you know, so it's fantastic.
What would you say to someone who was in a similar situation to what you were in before, whereby maybe health problems, financial problems, working really hard on a job you don't particularly want to do forever, and they're making excuses as to why it's impossible? What would you say?
Just come on the crash course first, and that's always life-changing, isn't it? Come on the crash course, take actions after that, you know, that's my first advice for them.
Get around good people, get educated.
Surround yourself with positive people, and get educated, definitely. So because the education comes with so much more, so definitely.
That's awesome. Well, was it as bad as you thought?
No. It's just like, simple, easy, talking about my life. Not major,
So hopefully you'll be able to help when you find other people that are financially free from the training. Tell them, come on the show, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abby.
Thank you so
You're
much,
awesome.
Sarah. Thank you.
Lovely to work with you.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see you go from strength to strength.
Yes, amen. Thank you,
So guys, I hope you found that inspiring and helpful. I think you'd agree Abby is a wonderful human being, and I'm really excited to see her journey. Potentially we could do a part 2 with Abby next year. If you are smashing it in property as a result of my training, please do let me know before I hunt you down and find you. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and drop a positive comment about Abby below. See you next time. Thanks so much for watching.